magically came back to me so I can co-host.
Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Let us know when you're ready, Amy.
Okay.
Magically came back to me so I can co-host.
I think we're good. Okay. Oh, I gotta mute.
Perfect.
Hold on, I gotta mute this though.
Let us know when you're ready, Amy.
Okay.
Back to me so I can.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Okay, great. Let's call this meeting to order and begin by saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. I
I
pledge
pledge allegiance to the
to-
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
allegiance
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's also please have a brief moment of silence for the Portage County residents who lost their lives this week battling the COVID-19 virus. Our thoughts are with their families and loved ones at this difficult time. Thank you. And just a reminder to everyone to please be safe. Please practice social distancing. Please wear a mask when you're in the office, when you're out in public. We've had 18 cases overnight, so we're definitely experiencing an increase. And I know that this is something that we can only get through if we do it together. So with that, let's recess into the public hearing for the proposed 2021 tax budget for solid waste. So I will welcome everyone to this public hearing. This public hearing is being held today to hear public comment regarding the Portage County Solid Waste Management District's proposed fiscal year 2021 tax budget. The tax budget has been on display in the Portage County Commissioner's Office and the Portage County Auditor's Office and available for public viewing since June 25th, 2020. Notice of this public hearing was published on June 26, 2020 in the Record Courier newspaper. Do we have any public comment or questions?
Did not receive anything through the mail or email.
Okay.
Same with you, Bill?
Yes, nothing.
Okay.
Do we need a vote on adjourning the public hearing?
Yes.
Motion and a
Okay.
second.
Yep. I'll make a motion to adjourn the public hearing. Vicky's muted. There we go.
Second,
Roll call, Amy?
Sabrina,
Yes.
Vicky,
yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
I move to approve the minutes July 2nd, 2020.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky? I'm sorry, did you,
Yes.
okay.
Am
Sabrina,
I low? Am I too low?
Yes.
you're
A
okay.
little low.
Yeah.
Okay, Sabrina, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Kathleen?
Move to approve the July 9, 2020 bills as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Finance.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the July 9, 2020 journal vouchers.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the July 9, 2020 then and now certification as presented by the county auditor.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to approve the specifications and set the proposal date for recyclables processing service for the Portage County Solid Waste Management District.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move to adopt the Portage County Solid Waste Management District tax budget for year 2021.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Did you want to say anything about these journal entries before we move on, Bill?
Yes, real quickly, the first journal entry was the property we discussed last week at Clio Avenue. And then after that, I did receive a call, or actually calls and emails from the resident at 1559 Talmadge Road in Brimfield. So I went out and took pictures, and I figured we might as well just go ahead and do both at the same time. This house has been slated. The one at 1559 Talmadge Road is slated for demolition. The gentleman, when I first went out, there were no trespassing signs at the end of the driveway, so I chose not to go past that. I made contact with him, and via email, he did give me permission to go out and take pictures once I explained our process. Unfortunately, I would have been required to climb a tree to show you where the roof was bowing in. So I chose to not practice my climbing skills.
Thank
But
you,
I
Bill.
did a thorough walk around of the house, and yes, I tried to take the best pictures I could, but yes, the roof is starting to bow in. The one section is open at the end, and it appears that the fireplace is starting to pull away from the house. So it would be my recommendation to include this one as well, as far as exempt from the recycling fees.
Okay.
I think the fact that it's going to be demolished speaks for itself. I mean, right?
Right, yeah, and I, you know, as always in the past, you know, I just go out to verify. You know, sometimes people will tear down the property, their property taxes come, they see it's on there, and it's just a good way to verify. Or unfortunately, we had a resident whose house caught on fire and it was beyond repair. So I think it's just a better way for us to handle it, that I go out and do the investigation.
Oh, yes.
Pictures and
Absolutely.
report it back to the board.
Move that the Board of Commissioners authorizes the exemption of the annual recycling fees for property located at 7684 Clio Street, Kent, Ohio, as recommended by Solid Waste Management Director Bill Steiner.
Okay, I will second.
I'm sorry,
Oh, go
can I
ahead,
interrupt
Todd.
for just?
Yeah.
Can you guys please add dates to these as to when you are exempting the fees? Just to give you an example, we currently have a gentleman, you passed a journal entry in May of this year. He's looking at his property taxes, which were actually for charges going all the way back to 2018, and he wants a refund. And we're not sure what we're supposed to do. So if you can indicate as of what date you are starting the exemption, that would help immensely.
Oh, good point.
What
I-
is this?
I-
What does
the
this
date you
journal
passed.
entry have to do with the property taxes?
Because it's assessed to their taxes.
Right. They just know that they've been charged all that time
Mhm.
by their
What
property.
Yeah.
I'm telling you is that, like, the property taxes, like, for example, July of 2019 will not show on their property taxes until 2022.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
in
question is,
arrear.
2021, what are we supposed to put on their taxes? Are we exempting everything that was going to show up on the 2021 taxes, which was actually for half of 2019 and half of 2020? I just need to know what you're exempting. Is it from this point on? That would just be helpful, because again, the residents get confused when they see these charges still on years later, even though technically the charges were for a period way past.
Okay.
Why don't we hold the journal entries and edit them per what you need, Todd, for next week?
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, Bill, will you discuss that with Todd and bring
Yeah.
those back to us?
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
fine. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just go ahead and pull these and then I'll call Todd later and we'll clean them up and bring them back next week.
Okay,
That's perfect. And you don't need to bring the photos back. I mean,
No,
we'll remember
I'll try to condense my board
discussion.
packet as much as possible.
Okay. Do you need the discussion item?
There's no update on the discussion item.
Okay. Do we have a
Move it.
motion to adjourn?
So moved.
okay, I'll second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
All right. Have a
So
great
thank you
day,
very
everybody.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
All right. So first up, we have the public hearing
Oh, excuse
for
me.
the,
Can we reconvene back into the commissioners?
Yes.
sure, let's reconvene back into the commissioners meeting.
Okay. Looks like we got Kristen,
And
John.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Good.
we have Jonathan with us too.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Good morning,
Hey,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. So let's call this public hearing for the district library tax budget to
Yeah.
order. Welcome. This public hearing is being held today to hear public comment regarding Portage County District Library's proposed fiscal year 2021 tax budget. The tax budget has been on display in the Portage County Commissioner's Office and the Portage County Auditor's Office, and available for public viewing since June 2nd, 2020. Notice of this public hearing was published on June 26th, 2020 in the Record Courier newspaper. Do we have any comment or questions?
Hi, guys. I just wanted to kind of give a brief overview of what we're doing, just in the spirit of not having much guidance at the time that this was prepared. We kind of just mirrored what we had done for the prior year's budget and kind of just kept it there, pretty much in line with exactly what was proposed for 2020, since at that time there was so many unknowns and we didn't really know in what direction the public library fund, what course it would take. So at the present, we're seeing a lot of libraries making reductions up to 20%. So I didn't really want to make that large of a jump since we really did not have the guidance at that time. And so presently they're making re-estimations that we're only going to, for 2020, receive a 7% reduction in our PLF funding. So that's about a $175,000 reduction that we're looking at. So we're still kind of in the ballpark of where we were for 2020. So this is pretty much, this was our wish that things would stabilize and we would at least be able to retain the funding that we had presently once the economy started to kind of gain speed. So that's where we are right now. The distribution for July just came out and we're seeing a 14% increase than what they had estimated in June. So we're hoping that things kind of, the dust settles and things become stable so that we can kind of forecast out a little bit more. But for 2021, it was a little difficult for us to make any projections because of the uncertainty. So what you're looking at is pretty much a basic replication of 2020.
Hey, Kristen, it's Commissioner Bennett. I have a quick question. I noticed under your disbursements for your estimated for 2021, you have your insurance benefits actually going down. Can you explain that?
Yeah.
It's actually going down like 15,000.
Let me see what expense line we're at.
We're at 1,600. Actually, it's for salary. It's under 1,000 salaries and benefits.
We've actually had quite a number of, we've had retirements and we've had some separation of employment. And we're usually about 225,000 in that arena. So we made those reductions just based on prior year pay or prior year appropriations and what had been spent, coupled with the few people that we have had separate employment or retire.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
I think what was confusing about that, Kristen, is the salaries and the leave benefits stayed the same.
Yeah.
Well, we did keep the salaries the same just because we are a union shop. So there is always the potential for the wages to come up for renegotiation. That is something that's within the current union contract. So I try to make sure that there's enough in that budget line in the event that we would ever be posed with the request to
Sure.
increase wages for any particular reason by our bargaining unit staff. And there are also a couple of positions that are not technically open. They're just kind of laying dormant until we have the ability within our branches to fulfill those extra needs. Like, we can have the salary, but we need to have the additional cost to be able to support another position in a different branch at another time. If we're able to get our operating costs increased by the levy that's supposed to be going on the ballot this November, I guess we're kind of just trying to forecast in the hope that we'll eventually get those positions that were once filled, get them filled again.
Understandable. Yes, thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Do we have a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
So moved.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen,
Yes.
Move to adopt the Portage County District Library's tax budget for year 2021.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes. All right. Can I go right into the consortium public hearing, Amy? Okay, so let's call the public hearing to order for the library consortium tax budget. This public hearing is being held today to hear public comment regarding Portage County Library Consortium's proposed fiscal year 2021 tax budget. The tax budget has been on display in the Portage County Commissioner's Office and the Portage County Auditor's Office and available for public viewing since June 2nd, 2020. Notice of the public hearing was published on June 26, 2020 in the Record Courier newspaper. Do we have any public comment or questions?
I just wanted to outline pretty much the same thing with the consortium. We mirrored 2020 because of just the unknowns at the time it was prepared. The consortium has done really well over the past couple of years in terms of funding. Each respective library at one time had contributed $15,000 of their own funds to kind of support the PLF distribution to this consortium because it's only about 4%. But since that time, we've made some changes in terms of our circulation system. So we have been able to capitalize and save money in that particular respect. For 2020, we anticipated costs because There is some transitioning over host servers and equipment that would need to be purchased to make this transition. So we're kind of in a holding pattern. We have, if you'll see under capital improvements for 2020, we have budgeted $188,000. And then for 2021, we have it at 77. That 188 is really to kind of cover all costs associated with making these transitions to new servers and hosting facilities. There's supposed to be changes coming with the delivery system. So anything that that is an unanticipated cost that we're not able to actually put an actual number on, we put it into the capital improvements so that those funds are available whenever we're able to make those purchases and make those transitions.
Okay. Kristen, how many do you have in the consortium at this time?
We have Kent, Reed, and PCDL.
Okay.
Great. Do we have a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
So moved.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen,
Yes.
Move to adopt the Portage Library Consortium's tax budget for year 2021.
I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes. Kristen and Jonathan, thank you very much for preparing this and for being here with us today to explain where you are. We appreciate getting to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. I do want to say that thank you again for the board appointment. While I usually try to make an invite to folks to come over and do the swearing in, we do have somebody on the board that can handle that as a notary public. So in the interest of, keeping people out of a whole lot of public meetings, unless you want to just show up, they're open. But on this one, feel free to not have to come over and do that this time.
Thanks, Jonathan. We were glad to get that done, and you guys all take care and stay safe.
You do the
Likewise.
same. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, reconvening our general session, and I believe that we are at the Department of Budget and Finance.
Move that the Board of Commissioners agrees to approve the Thursday, July 9, 2020 bills, ACH payments as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Okay. I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners agrees to approve the Thursday, July 9, 2020 wire transfers for health benefits as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Okay. I will second.
I'm going to pull that one. It doesn't look like we need it.
You know,
Let's
I
move on
noticed
to,
that. Yeah, I noticed that there was nothing there.
yeah, I know we don't
Bill-
always have that one. Is that right, Todd?
And
Though the Amy was given the packet directly because the auditor's office was having trouble scanning.
Oh,
So to
is
be
that what is that what that note meant on your email, Amy has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
so go ahead and do that one then.
I would go ahead, and if it's blank, Julie will just put zeros or toss it aside and say not used.
Okay.
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 Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners agrees to approve the Thursday, July 9, 2020 journal vouchers as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Okay. I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners agrees to approve the Thursday, July 9, 2020 then and now certification as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Okay. I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners agrees to amend the non-general fund 2020 annual appropriation resolution number 19-0948, adopted December 19, 2019.
Okay, I will second.
Todd, could you, is this the CARES?
Yeah, this
Funding.
is 1500 is the new CARES fund. We have up to 1.8 million. The sheriff came forward with a request to buy these UV disinfectant units. This budget amount would represent if we bought 2 of the upper end of these units. The sheriff is still working out what exactly he wants to purchase, but this budget amendment would at least allow us to do the maximum without having to come back to you. This fund is under my control, so it, it's not like it would be spent automatically if you approve this. And then, of course, if the appropriation is not spent, we would just reappropriate it to another purpose, which we're having a meeting Friday here to begin discussing getting all this money used.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners accepts the grant from the Ohio Public Works Commission, project number DGX03 for the Portage County engineer covering the Talmadge Road corridor improvements.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes.
Move that the Board of Commissioners signature requested on the satisfaction of mortgage form for Marcia V. Schmaltz of 10038 Arb Drive, Deerfield, Ohio, 44411, to secure payment of $8,499. The original document will be recorded by Neighborhood Development Services, Inc.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call, Amy?
Vicky,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Kathleen.
Yes. All right, Todd, we'll come back on the tax budget at 9:45.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Todd.
I think we have Sue here. She's muted.
Hi,
Hi, Sue.
Hi,
I'm
Sue.
Kelly Jo.
Or Kelly
Hi,
Jo.
Kelly Jo.
Thank
I was gonna say.
Oh.
How are you?
It says Sue, but it sounded like Kelly Jo.
I couldn't get you on my phone, so I'm on Sue's phone.
Okay.
Mine was an
Can you
executive
video
session.
in or is it not working?
I don't know why I'm not able to. I'm gonna ask her to come over, but I see all of you. You can't see me though, apparently.
No, it's like your video's
Sometimes
black.
there is a button in the bottom left that you can hit start video.
Okay. Let me try to grab her. This was an executive session. I just wanted to remind
Yeah.
you, and I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
get a video of myself. Okay.
Okay. So I'll move to go into executive session under Ohio Revised Code G1 to consider the appointment of a public employee.
I'll second.
Roll call, Amy?
Kathleen,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
There isn't an option.
Yes.
Might
Yes.
have to call back in.
We don't see an option for video.
And
Yeah.
it didn't give me that option when I first signed in. See, every time I sign into this, it's something different.
Yeah. Sometimes you may just be on the audio versus the
You want me to
video.
get, I know, but it usually gives you that option, whether you want to do
Yeah.
audio, video. I'm going to get back off and then try to get back on. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks.
It might have something to do with the invitations they got, Amy. Just something to think about
okay.
going forward. It's like a lot of little boxes to check. I know.
Yeah, because you know what, Amy, mine was different signing in today too. So seems like every week there's some different.
All right, so I stopped the live stream, right?
Over there, and I think drop down more. Remove.
Okay.
It still says we're live, Amy. I don't know if you
Yeah.
did actually stop it.
So this stop live stream is for us, not for, right, YouTube?